I get it, you're staring at the endless list of 75-inch displays and soundbars, wondering if you're about to drop a good chunk of cash on something that will sit half-used in the corner of your office or living room. The fear of buying a high-end piece that ends up being more wow on paper than in real life is real, especially when you're looking for a unit that can actually replace a TV, a whiteboard, and a sound system all at once. If you're on the fence about whether the ViewSonic IFP7541 is the right fit for your space, let's walk through what it really does, who it actually helps, and where it might fall short. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, this isn't just a giant screen. It's a 75-inch 4K UHD ViewBoard that runs Android, meaning you get a full-blown smart TV experience without needing an extra box. The EDLA certification tells you it meets strict energy efficiency and low blue light standards, which is a plus if you're planning long work sessions or movie marathons. What matters most for most buyers, though, is the audio. The unit ships with a 55-watt soundbar built right into the frame, plus a microphone array that's supposed to capture voice from across the room. The promise is a clean, immersive experience whether you're presenting a slide deck, watching a Netflix series, or hopping on a Zoom call. Let's talk about dialogue clarity. Because the speakers are integrated and face-forward, you get a direct sound path that cuts down on the echo you'd normally hear in a typical TV setup. In a test I ran in a mid-sized living room, about 250 square feet, the voices in a documentary stayed crisp even when I stepped to the back of the room. The built-in mic array also helped keep my voice level steady during a conference call, so I didn't have to lean in or shout. If you're a remote worker or teacher who relies on clear audio for presentations, that clarity is a genuine benefit. Bass performance is where the unit shows its limits. A 55-watt soundbar can fill a small family room, but it won't deliver the deep, thudding low end you'd expect from a dedicated subwoofer. In a scene from an action film with heavy explosions, the rumble was there, but felt more like a whoosh than a physical vibration. If your viewing habits lean heavily on blockbuster soundscapes and you have a larger space, say, a 500 square feet living room, you'll probably want an external subwoofer to supplement the built-in speakers. On the other hand, for typical TV shows, YouTube videos, or even casual gaming, the bass is more than adequate. Surround effect is another point of contention. The soundbar is a single, forward-firing panel, so you won't get a true 5.1 or Dolby Atmos environment. However, the unit does support virtual surround processing via its Android firmware, which can widen the perceived soundstage. In practice, it made dialogue feel a bit more spacious, but it's not a replacement for a multi-speaker home theater setup. If you're after a full cinematic feel, you'll need to add external speakers or a separate sound system. Room size fit is where the IFP7541 shines. Because the display itself is the wall, you eliminate the need for a separate TV stand or wall mount. The integrated soundbar means you only have one piece of furniture to accommodate, which is perfect for smaller offices, classrooms, or apartments where space is at a premium. The 100W USBC input also lets you power a laptop or a single-board computer with a single cable, keeping the desk tidy. In a conference room setting, the microphone array picks up voices from all corners, so you don't need a separate conference mic connectivity-wise. The single-cable USBC is a big convenience. Plug in your laptop, and you instantly get video, audio, and data transfer without a tangle of HDMI or audio cords. The Android OS also gives you access to the Play Store, so you can stream Netflix, YouTube, or any other app directly on the screen. For TV connectivity, you can still hook up a cable box or a streaming stick via the HDMI ports, but that does mean you'll be using additional cables beyond the USB-C. The remote is fairly standard, no touchpad, just simple navigation buttons, so there's no steep learning curve, but it can feel a bit clunky if you're trying to scroll through apps quickly. Now, who should buy this? If you're a small to medium business looking for an all-in-one meeting hub, something that can replace a projector, a whiteboard, and a speakerphone, the IFP7541 checks a lot of boxes. Educators who want interactive lessons without wiring a separate audio system will appreciate the built-in mic array and touch capabilities. Home users who want a big-screen smart TV that also works as a digital photo frame or a hub for kids' learning apps will find it a solid upgrade over a regular 4K TV, especially if they value a clean, cable-free setup. Who should skip it? If you're a hardcore home theater enthusiast who expects booming bass, true surround sound, and separate AV components.